as you can tell from here, I mean, my laptop screen is like brand new, and there is a protective layering, like this thing over here. I'm not gonna remove it yet. I'm filming from my non-4K phone, so if the display seems brighter, that's why. It's a completely new screen. So losing my laptop for the past few weeks honestly sucked. Couldn't do a lot of things. But you know, in hindsight, I was already kind of prepared to lose my data, but it turns out that they didn't have to actually factory reset my device, thankfully, so all my data is in like one piece. Again, I invested in repairing my laptop instead of like buying a new one, even though this laptop is already like 6 years old, because if I buy a new laptop, it's gonna come in like freaking Windows 11, and I have to spend effort to downgrade it to Windows 10. And then I was like, it's more worth it to just continue with Windows 10 on this laptop, because I really don't want to upgrade. I mean, in all fairness, I could live without a laptop, but it just sucks, you know. And the past 2 to 3 weeks was basically proof of that. But this is like a great reminder to myself, to take better care of my laptop, I guess. It's not like I manhandled my laptop anyway or anything. It was just an inherent thing with this laptop model. The hinge is like, you know, kind of sus. And for it to only give way after like 6 years, in my case, it's already good enough. It's not like I haven't been taking good care of this device. It just happened to break at that timing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for like laptop care. But this period has also been like a good mental break for myself, in the sense that I don't know how to say it, but it's like I get to like reset my mind a little bit, because as you know, right, like I personally would rather, you know, receive or entertain hate comments as opposed to people actually causing trouble on in the comment section. And what I mean by that is that you guys know that I had to like block 2 people from commenting because they were like really pushing the limit, and no matter how many times I tried to take control of the situation, it just kept getting worse. Like, I have reminded these people nicely, but they're just so unwilling to work on themselves and change. And one of them, like, I think literally just yesterday, created his like 2nd or 3rd like fake account just to evade bans. Like, evade the fact that I've blocked their previous 1 or 2 accounts on Facebook. It's like, if you have the mental capacity to create a fake account just to try to evade the ban, surely you're smart enough to improve your English, right? And the thing is, I don't even care if you use ChatGPT or Grammarly or whatever there's out there to fix your sentences. But said people just don't give a crap. It's like, they are so unwilling to work on themselves to the point whereby, you know, I just had to like ban them. If not, I would go crazy. And then you guys also know that like, I even had to like block one commenter who wasn't necessarily commenting anything bad, but every single video, like, they were like spamming comments that make no sense. It's unrelated to the video, It's just spamming to seek attention, and I even made a video about that because like, this person needs to know that they got banned because of like what reason. I just want to come clean with them, but I don't want them to comment anymore, that kind of thing. And the thing is, like, when it happens all in succession, it kind of gets a little bit unbearable. It's like, why the fuck am I attracting all of these idiots? You get what I mean? And I haven't really seen this from other countries. I'm not saying other countries stuff like this doesn't happen. I even had my own fair share of like idiot commenters from like where I'm from, but I don't know, I guess you can just say Singaporeans in general, they are just a different breed, I guess. And the thing is, like, some of them are not mindful enough that you cannot just like spam Singlish in a YouTube context, okay? Because the video uploader might not be from Singapore, that's one thing. And the second thing is that, people have often like emphasized the need to be able to code switch between dialects, like basically Singlish in this case. I don't know if Singlish is actually considered a dialect, but to code switch between Singlish and English. And the weird thing is that like people often stereotype that, oh, it's usually the older generation that uses Singlish, whereas the younger generation, they're like more westernized or something. No, but from like my own experiences, I have had a lot of like these bus enthusiasts or like train enthusiasts. They're young, obviously, and they're the ones who don't know how to code. Don't know when is the right time to use Singlish and when is the right time to speak in proper English. I'm not saying like grammatically correct English or anything, but it's like you guys are like speaking Singlish to like a content creator that might not necessarily have a full grasp of like Singlish in the first place. And I don't even know if they're like mindful of this or what, but just my observations with the kind of people that have been commenting on in my comment section recently, as you guys all know. So essentially, I just got really sick and tired of these people. I just couldn't take it anymore. I just blocked them. And honestly, maybe this is a good time for me to like, mentally recharge myself as well. When I mean mentally recharge myself, I mean the period is already over. I'm fine now. It's just that it was kind of like a much needed break from all the questionable people in my comment section, basically. Like I even had people like coming to, I don't know, like to trying to put out misleading information in my live stream as well. I do know that there's this group of people, they create fake accounts and then they just go around trolling people for no reason. And as you guys can see, I didn't even bother to entertain them. I just said my piece logically, and that's pretty much it. There was honestly a lot of stuff that I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to film more of like SMB136C, but I don't know, it's just like time constraints, lack of motivation sometimes. I had other things to do. I wanted to document like the elevators, stuff like that. I feel like the elevator community in Singapore, yes, there might be a few questionable people, but generally it's better than like the bus community, I would say. But basically, like, I wanted to like document more of like 136C, but I just had other things in mind. And then I also needed to like cam for the diesels on like 679 to 682. And so far, I think I've only been the one to catch all the diesels on 679 to 682 and ride them full trip. Minus 681, that one wasn't full trip. I just happened to like catch it at... you could literally just take footage from 683 and splice it in. I don't care, but You know what? Effectively, it's kind of like a full ride as well, from like Rendezvous Hotel to Upper Serangoon Road. Okay, but it's like, yeah. The reason why I kind of like screamed when I first saw the 681 Citaro was because there was actually a previous appearance of 681 diesel. It was a MAN 822 Euro 5, but nobody knows the date of that. I saw a picture of it, but I don't know the date of it. Yeah, so ever since then, I just didn't want to take anything for granted or what. I just, every single day minus a few days where I kind of like slacked off a little bit, I was like camping for like 680, 681, 682 diesel. And when 681 finally spawned one, I started camping like 680 and 682. You have to realize that like I camped like really, really long for it. And that's the reason why it's like significant to me, and that's the reason why I don't take stuff for granted. That's the reason why I reacted when they actually spawn Citaros, and thankfully they managed to spawn like 4 days consecutively in order for me to like catch it. I think it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not sure about Friday, but Monday to Thursday, 679 to 682, they all spawn Citaros, thankfully. And sometimes it kind of like sucks that I have to tank like all of them because the bus community doesn't give a crap. But you know what? Whatever. Like, thank you SBS Transit for like putting the Citaros like 4 days in a row so that I could catch them. I missed them on the first day because I was at Chai Chi filming elevators, but yeah. I don't know, it was just so timely, I guess. Oh yes, so speaking of 136C, oh, sorry. Okay, so I have managed to get like some information on the off-service route. I know most people aren't really interested in this, but technically if you want to like try to trace out an off-service route, or try to at least confirm it, you would need at least 2 people, because you need one person at the junction between North Bridge Road and what's this road called? Is it South Canal Road? And then you need one person at Phillip Street. But there was only one person, like I was the only one who camped at like Phillip Street. So I camped at like this area. The bus ended up going straight, because I was like, after this area, which is like 50 Raffles Place, it's like Singapore Land Tower or something, and the bus was like heading to Pasir Ris Park. So I was like, either it's gonna go via ECP, which is now Shears Avenue, like that section of ECP, and then onto actual ECP, or like Shears Avenue, ECP, KPE, and then PIE. So because of that, I initially thought that the bus would go here. I thought that the bus would go Phillip Street and then Church Street and then go to like Marina Boulevard and then, you know, just follow like 513's route. I mean, not exactly. I mean, to go to like Pasir Ris Park, not exactly copying 513, but just copying 513 into Shears Avenue, basically, the bridge. So, but it turns out I started camping here because I was like, oh, I want a video of the bus like going from here to here to here. But it turns out the bus actually went straight, and I wasn't like prepared for it. I got greedy and I wasn't smart enough to like camp over here. So yeah, I didn't get footage of it, unfortunately. But the reason why you needed 2 people is because you need to confirm this side and you need to confirm this side. Because at that time I was like, okay, if it doesn't use Phillip Street, what if it actually turns out using like Synagogue Road, or like it turns using North Bridge Road? Because oh, this turn is more suitable for buses. But if you don't see a bus along this side of the road, like Pickering Street, Church Street, it means that the bus would have gone straight, like the one in red. I'm not sure if the bus actually turned to North Bridge Road or just went Merchant Road and somehow made its way to CTE. I mean, maybe it's going back to like Woodlands Depot or somewhere to like refuel, but other than that, like unless it's going back to refuel, I really thought the bus would actually use ECP to go to like Park Park, but it turns out no. The bus actually just went straight. I don't know whether it turned down here, which makes no sense. I don't know whether it turned up. It's not likely that the bus just goes straight. But yeah, there are only like two possibilities. Either it goes up Townsend Street, or it goes down to like Upper Cross Street, either like this or like this. Three possibilities to use CT. But yeah, this is all you can deduce from like the off-service route. But all I can tell you is that as the bus exited Singapore Land Tower, the bus actually went straight. So yeah. Anyway, why am I doing this? This is a test video. I've never done this in such a long time. Okay, it's just weeks, it's not such a long time, but yeah. So yeah, I wish I had more time to like document this, but I was so engrossed in like 679, 680, 682, and even 681. I camped all of them. Almost every single day when I was free, I wasn't like under the weather or anything. Like I would put in effort to actually camp. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't have enough time for 136C. Like, I want to do so many things, but I have so little time, and I have different priorities, because I just don't take stuff for granted. I really want the diesels on... I want at least like footage of diesels on 679 to 682. Because I'm pretty sure every other video from every other content creator that... every other video from other content creators that you find of like 679, 680, 681, 682, they would be electric buses. I think I'm the only one to get like diesel buses, which I'm like, you guys don't want the content, okay, fine, I'm gonna go get all of them. But it sucks that I'm the only one that even bothers to like record them. Cause I'm kind of like prioritizing the Fujitec Exodynes or whatever other old elevator I can find. So yeah, I will do Compassville today. Like basically all the undocumented blocks, I will try to finish them. And then I also told one of my friends to, if you want to film elevators, you could clear Rivervale, you could clear Buangkok, 264 to 269, that entire cluster. I left him to clear those. And I'm just gonna focus on Compassville, like today. And yes, not having my laptop sucked because I cannot make thumbnails. I couldn't draw to relieve stress and stuff like that. I was just like watching YouTube. And yeah, I didn't sleep early. Don't follow my example, please. I wasn't depressed or anything, but yeah. Okay, it's just like... Some people were like a little upset at my YouTube titles because I tell them not to take stuff for granted. And then they're like, no, we don't have time to film buses. But I was telling them, oh, I'm not referring to you guys who have actually put in effort. I'm just referring to the people who are just lazy shits and the people who just film electric bus debuts, and that's pretty much it. Everything, and whatever debut there is, like everything in between, they don't even care. It's like, the thing is that if you don't scream at them, they will continue to take stuff for granted. If you scream at them, they get mad at you, but I would rather they get mad at you and a bunch of people out of those actually listen to what you have to say. So yeah, that's the reason why I take the risk. I know like some Discord servers, they dislike me or what, I don't give a shit. I never expected people to like me anyway. I just speak whatever's on my mind, that's it. And if people have a problem with that, it's their problem. I don't know. But yeah, the thing is, right, as long as like STC, as long as they don't bring their bullshit out to other people and keep it within themselves, like, all is good. The biggest mistake they made was that they tried to spread and push their bullshit, and when people disagree with them, they started bullying them That's where I draw the line, basically. That's where they have like crossed the line. So I had to deal with them. So yeah. Again, right? They kind of asked for it. I even asked like the NUS and NTU, the NUS Telegram chat, like for the bus fans, the internal shuttle bus the internal shuttle bus ISB chat group. I spoke to the actual admin. You know who he is. Even he has admitted that like their ideas are ridiculous, and he has constantly reminded them to not promote themselves and keep their discussions within like the scope or topic of the scope of things. I mean, you guys know that like STC's leader has like tendencies to power trip and abuse his like mod or admin privileges to like promote himself, right? You know all this, but again, as long as the people inside, I mean, the admin has already reassured me, the people inside know how to deal with him, and he doesn't actually go around spreading his bullshit ideologies to people. It's all good. If he comes up with like another questionable blog, obviously I'm not gonna let it slide, but because I don't want people to get misled by that, especially like the first few articles. It wasn't even the first few, it was like late 2025, early 2026 or something. It's like the whole concept of like expressway bus lanes. The thing is, even if we disagree with them, their points would have been clearer if they say something like, oh, we don't want the concept of expressways in Singapore, we want them signalized, we want to turn them into like West Coast Highway or Punggol North Avenue. Like basically every single expressway is no longer going to be an expressway, all the exits will be signalized. And even if we disagreed, if they had like presented it that way, then okay, at least it's clearer. But the more you read their articles, the more you just realize that they don't even know what they're talking about. And when it comes to like the PEL structure, the link is just not there in most cases. It's just haphazardly like structured and put together with fancy words, of course, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so this has been like a sort of like reflection on the period of time where I have no laptop. But yeah, I wanted to do many things. 2 to 3 weeks I wasn't really able to, but you know, whatever. It's all done and dusted already. Can only move forward from now, I guess. Again, as much as it sucks, I just have to live with it. But again, right? Like, I really encourage people to think before you type and hit comment. I don't mind if you take long to reply. I just prefer something coherent, okay? I mean, that's what I've always been saying. And you know what, like, I don't care if I get hated by the Singapore bus community in general. I just want to send a strong message, because there's only so much time you have with like the QBs, the OC500 LEs, OC50 LEs, the Centauros, the Wrights, the MAN A22 Euro 5s. Right? You can even throw in the Volvo B50H in the mix, because they're like 8 years old. Wait, is it 8? 2018 plus 8? Yeah, they're like 8. They're turning 8 this year. And then SMB136C's, it's like 2013. It's gonna turn 13 this year. So yeah, you know, okay. Elevators is like, okay, if you don't document the elevators, then it's kind of like everybody's problem, not just yours, but everybody's problem, because nobody bothered to like film the blocks, right? But that's a different story. But elevators community in Singapore, I think they're generally okay. The bus side of things, it's, you know, as much as I sound yappy, my mission here in Singapore, it's to remind people, at the expense of people hating me or at the expense of me sounding yappy, because as I've constantly told people, I don't give a crap about my own reputation. Like in this context, for example, like within the Singapore bus community, I just want to say what needs to be said, and I just want to do my best, and like I've said, I just speak my mind, that's all. Yeah, thanks for listening to my yap session. But yeah, bye.